what we have today. Today we will resume a SQL course, the classes or the subject of our SQL course. Before the study week, we covered create and insert commands. So we created a database and then we created tables. Then we inserted records in the tables. Now, today we will cover select command, which is the most useful command in SQL language. Select command is a command that is used to query or to fetch data from source, from an entity. It could be a table, it could be a view or others. But currently, select command, it will be used for the current semester. I mean, it will be used with tables only. So we could return or read data from the tables that we have. So if we have a table like this one, yeah, if you have a table similar to this one, and we have columns, and we have rows here in these columns. So, for example, we have ID and first name, last name, age, etc. And here we have the values 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And here we have 30, 35, 26, 20, for example. These are the values in the table that we have. So we need to read the data or the values, these values from this table. So we need to read these values. All of them, some of them, part of them, do some calculations. So we need to read these values. To read the values from a table, we have to use the select command, this one. There are clauses in the select command, which means that select is a sentence, is or a command that is built on few clauses. We'll start with the simplest one, and then we will resume with the others. So basically, select, it's based on select, start with select command, followed by I would say the fields, names, fields, columns, attributes, okay, followed from the table. So if we have this table as a TB1 and we want to return ID, first name, last name, and age, these columns from this table. So the command is select ID, fname, unnamed, age from TB1. So when we hit enter, we will get all these data, all these records, all these rows. Is it okay? Does that example clear to you? Then let me resume with the second example. So that's me before I assume with the second example. So we have this is the first clause, and this is the second clause. So that's mean we have two parts. Currently, we have two parts of the select command. We have two clauses for this select command. Let us say that I have more columns. For example, 200 column. And I want to select the data of all these 200 columns. I could use the first scenario by specifying the columns names one by one and separate between them by using the comma here. Use the comma as a separator. Or I could write another way of this command or another approach. It is select. Instead of writing filling all the four column names, I could say select star, it's mean asterisk here, from TB1. Star, this symbol means that all columns of the table. So if you have this, for example, we have this table, and I want to retain these four columns. I have a table of only four columns. I could use select then specifying the columns names one by one from table number TB1, or I could say select asterisk from TB1. So I have two options, two scenarios to retrieve all the columns of the table. Is that okay? Do you get the difference? If I want to specify two columns, for example, I want to retrieve only first name and age. So the command will be select, it is fname, yeah, fn, comma, age from TB1. So here, for the security, I said I need only these two columns only these two columns, fname and age. So when I hit enter, I will get result of two columns, all the values of these two columns. Previously, with the previous example, we retrieved all the values of all the four columns. Now, again, for the select and select, we have two parts. This is the first one, and this is the second clause. We have two clauses. One and two. Now, let me try execute these two examples. My dbeaver. And where's the TV? Oh, just stop share. Yeah, this is the beaver. RGB. Currently, in our database, the RGB, we have customers table. So to practice these 3 examples, I want to retrieve the values of all these 3 columns. So the command is select asterisk from customers table, ended by semicolon, and this is the result. This is the first approach. Second approach, I could say select just from customers, yeah. Customer underscore ID, and first underscore name, last underscore name, email, and phone from customers. So let me secure this one. I got the same result. So this is the first column, this is the second column, the third column, fourth, and last one. If I want to say that, I want only 2 columns. So select phone, email from customers. I got only 2 columns. The values, all the values of all these 2 columns. So you get the difference between specifying the columns names and star. You have any question? All is clear? Good. Then I do have a question to you. So let us have this one as an example. As I mentioned that we have 2 clauses here. It's the select clause and from clause. So from computer's perspective, the execution perspective, which clause executed first? Select and then from, or from then select? So what's the sequence of execution? Is it select then from or then select?
Select then from.
Select and from. Okay, Ashley, why do you think
from and then select? Sorry.
That's okay, okay, Samia. So Ashley, why do you think it should be select and from?
Because you're telling it what to select and then giving it the database to select it from. I think reverse would, I don't know, I just don't think it makes sense, I guess.
Okay, thank you. And Samia, why do you think it should be from and then select? I think there's someone in the chat.
Yeah, I think that it should know which table to select the column from. Only then it can find out the columns. Logically speaking, it should select the column first. I mean, it should search the column. I mean, it should go to the table first and then select the columns.
Yeah, correct. It should go to the table. So because when you hit run or execute the command, the DB need to know the table. Okay, I need to know which table they want to fetch these values. So basically, it brings the table from the storage and bring it to the memory. Okay, then in the memory that it will select the columns. So it should bring the tables. Okay, and then select the columns. So that means columns comes next. The first step should be from, and the second one should be select. Okay, let me stop share here. And let me, where is this share screen? Here, without audio. Share screen without audio. Start. So that means the first step should be from, and the second step should be select. I mean execution step. Okay. Currently, these commands, they retrieve all the records. So if we have 4 records here, that means when you execute any one of these commands, the star or specifying the columns, we will retrieve 4 records. What if I want to specify, I want to make my query more precise, okay, by doing some filters. So that means I want to retrieve all the records that their age is more than 20 or 26. So basically, it should, when you hit run, we should retrieve only these 2 columns, only these 2 rows. So there's another clause should be added here with the select. So the command will be select ID f name, just 2 columns, I specify from, sorry, from TB1, then to add the filter, okay, to include the filter in our query, we need to add a new clause. It's called where. So this is the third clause. I will say where age greater than 20. Sorry, greater than 20. So that's me. We have currently, we have 3 clauses. First, and this is the second one, and this is the third one. So let me try to execute this one. Yes, Ashley, do you have a question?
Yeah, maybe I didn't understand your question earlier. So we should be doing select the column, then from still?
No, it should be from, then select. From.
So then why are you typing select column from table?
The way of execution, it does not represent the way of writing. Does not follow the same sequence of writing. So basically, the engine needs to know the tables first, and then do the rest of the commands. Because if you say select first name, last name. Okay, the first, from what? Do I have a reference? Do I have a table? No, I don't have a table. So I need to have a table, then I will do the select. So this select is the part of displaying the data or the result or the records. It's just showing the value, the results. So it should come last one, the second one here. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, this one, yeah. So here I'll execute the first one just to show the tables. And then now, because we have 100 records, I will say select also asterisk from customers, where I will say customer ID larger than 70, greater than 70. So we have customers from 71, starting from 71 to 100. Let me do another example. I will say select asterisk from customers, where I will say here, just an example, first name equal to Gail. First name equal Gail. So it should have this one. This one. I will say, let me write again here to show the values. Oh, sorry. The initial values. I would say that, for example, select first name, phone from customers, where customer ID greater than 30, 20, 30, and customer ID less than 50. So we have boundary here. Let me write customer ID here also. Customer ID. So because it's the frame or the window between 30 and 50, so it starts from 31 till 49. I'll say, for example, select this customer last name from customers, where I will say phone equal, I'll take this one. Just an example. So I should retain this Natasha. Just last name, sorry, first name. First name. Yeah, Natasha works. Or I'll say here, for example, Arstic. Now, I do have a question to you. Now, by the way, does that clear to you? Yes, Lynn. Lynn, yes. Do you have a question? Okay. Don't have a question. Then Sumia, do you have a question?
Sir, I have a doubt regarding where you wrote the table name dot column name, but whereas in some commands you didn't write, like where first
just,
name equal to Gail.
Can it is just alias? Okay, remove this one. It's just an alias.
Oh, so you don't need to write the table name.
Currently, we don't need. Currently, we don't need, but in the future, we don't need it.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Now, so because we don't have a question, I do have a question. Let me share from here. Share screen without audio. Starts. So basically now we have 1, 2, 3 clauses. So which one executes first? Which one comes second? Which one comes third, or the last one?
Should be from, where, and select.
Why? What's the reason?
First of all, it should find out the table, and from the table, it should, actually, yeah, it should know, it should select the age and select whichever is above 20, and then select the columns.
Okay, thank you.
I'm down right now.
Okay,
I think it's
that-
from, then select, then where. That's what I
yeah,
think it
so
is.
select, sorry, from,
From,
then select,
select,
then where.
then where. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And Lynn, you said that it should be 2, 3. Why? Why do you think it should be from, then where, then select? Why do you think that?
Because you need to go to the table first, and then the limitation is the where age is greater than 20, and then you like do the action of select.
Okay, correct. And that I mean 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. Tamina, why do you think it should be 2, 1, 3? It is similar to, I think, Basayo. The same
Yeah,
way
it's
that.
same because first it selects its path, then it selected from which range. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
then it select the table name, column name, and then the range.
Okay, thank you.
Where,
And Noha. Okay, thank you very much. And Noha also have the same thing, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. Yeah, you do have the similar idea?
Yeah, I think he's going to choose the table and then he's going to look for what to check in the table. Then he's going to minimize it to to whatever the where is.
Okay. Okay. Thanks to all of you. The way or the sequence execution should be from, then where, then select. I'll tell you why. So basically the computer needs to know the tables. Okay, you're writing a query, you need to have a data or results. Then I need to know the tables. Give me the tables. So basically it should return or should have the tables. I'll say TB1. It will bring all the columns, okay, and all the records. I'll say it was an ID, FN, LN, age, and here we have the values. I think we had 4 records there. We have 26, 20, 30, 35, I'm not sure. And here we have the rest of the values. So this is step 1. It should be from. Then from the second step, the engine needs to know, do I need to return all the rows or not? So it should do the filter. So it will, the second step, let me do it like this. The second step, it will bring also the 4 columns, all the 4 columns. Okay. ID, FN, LN, age. And here we have the values 35, 30, 26, and 20. And then it will exclude these 2 records. So initially we had a table of 4 columns and I would say 4 rows, because 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So the filter, it will keep the same number of columns, 4 columns, but we will have a result as 2 rows, columns. And so this is the where. Then from this stage, it will select the required columns. So we say that I need, for example, first name and last name only, just an example. So here it will be I'll just show you. ID, FN, LN, age. We have the values here of 35 and 30. Then it said, okay, because I need only the first name and last name, so it will exclude the first one and the last one. So this is the select. Select comes the last one, or executed the last one. So here, so we'll have at the end, we have 2 columns and 2 rows. Initially, it was 4 by 4, and then it comes 2 by 2. So do you get the sequence of execution? Okay. What if I want to have more filters? Did I execute this part? Yeah, this part. Okay. So I want to say that based on this table, I want to have the age 26. Okay. And we have, for example, we have the first name is A. Also here, we have I have a record, let's just say we have a record here. The age is 26 and the value is B. Let us try with the first scenario. I will say select F name LN from TB1 where age equal 26. So how many records that you think that it will return to me? Or the command will return? How many records? 2. Correct. It will be this one and this one. What if I want to say that the age 26 and I want to retrieve only this record where the F name equal B? So I have to add another part of the where clause. So say and Fn equal B. So this is the second condition of the where clause. So that means when you execute this one, it will return the last record only. What if I have a value here called C with the age 30? I could say select F and ln from TB1 where age equal 26 or fn equal c. So how many records do you think that this command will retrieve over 10? What do you think? Or which records this command will return? We have or 3, 2 or 3. Lynn, you said 2 and then 3. So which one do you think?
3.
3? Yeah, it should be 3. Then why? It's correct, by the way. Why?
It's gonna give you the condition where age is 26, which gives you A and B, and then you have another condition where first name is C, so it gives you C as well.
Exactly. Correct, 100%. Because we have two conditions. Both of them are true. The first one, 26, we have 2 records with 26. So we have 2 records. It will return the 2 records. Then it said, okay, I have another condition, which is the way or first name equals C. It's also true. We have a record with C value. So it will return this record. So at the end, it will return 3 records. So let me try to execute an example. Let me write an example. Share. Yes. Yeah, it is short. So, just to show you the table, the records, I will say here, select customer ID, name from customers. Where? I say customer ID equal 1 and customer ID equal also 30. Just an example. No, F. Is it F name or first name? Not sure. First name. Of my name. So here we have an issue. What's the issue? We don't have.
We don't have like a result that meets both conditions.
Why? Let me show you. We have customer ID 1. Let me try execute just this one. We have this. Let me switch it to customer ID equal 30. We have both of them. Let me switch it back to AND. We don't have results. So let me explain to you why do we have this. I need names with a name. Thomas? I think it was Thomas. Ah. I think it was this. Yes, okay. So here I say that where the first name is Thomas. So we have two records. And I will say that and customer ID equal 67. We have this one. If I want to retrieve the 67, let me just write it again here. Let's see, sorry. Well, if I want to retrieve both of them, but I don't remember the name of the first name. So if I say that where customer ID equal 67. Sorry. Sorry. It was Thomas. Yes. Customer ID equal 67 and ID equal 37. Yes, this one. We can't. What if I say that in the parentheses here? Oh, no, leave this one. Or we have both of them. What if I say I don't know the values here. I said Tammy. What if I say that customer ID, no, first name equal, it was Tammy, Tammy. We have all of these. Let me tell you the difference. If you want to set here customer ID equal 37, if you want to set two conditions for the same field, it can't be with the and here, because this one should be here and this one should be here. While I want to retrieve both values, I have to replace them with the or. So customer ID equals 67 or customer ID equals 37, like this one. If you have conditions from two different columns, for example, here we say that customer ID equal T-A-M-M-Y, customer name equal Tammy, or I'll say customer ID equal Thomas. If I say that and here, you don't have the value. What if I say that customer ID equal Thomas and customer name equal Thomas, customer ID equal 77? So that's it. I need to, from the value from the condition from the first name, it should be Thomas, and the ID should come from the first customer ID, sorry. So what if I say surround them with parentheses? We could have both of them. So the first scenario, which is, it was this one without parentheses, it will not return, sorry, it should be yes, and it will not return any value here. If you want both of them, you could surround them with the parentheses here and or without a parentheses here? What if I say that and here? You will not have, because you are setting two different conditions for the same column. Two different conditions with the same column, which means a customer ID here. If you want to set two different conditions, you have to use the or, not and. The and, that means both of them should be returned at the same time. Where or, could mean that the customer ID could be 67 or it could be 37. That means we could apply conditions for the columns. I could apply a number of conditions. Here, for example, I said that I have two conditions. First name equal Thomas, let me say replace or Tammy, or second last customer ID equal 76. I could say that first name equal Tammy, see here, and customer ID equal, I'll say 19. So it would return this one and last one. Because we had without this one, we had three Tammys, three column or three records with a Tammy name. I want to retrieve Tammy with the customer ID 58. So the condition should be that the first name should be Tammy and the customer ID equal 58. So it should be like this one. And customer ID equal, is it 58? 58. So we have two records. What if I say that customer ID or customer ID equal 30? We will have all the Tammys, the three, all of these three, 1, 2, and 3. And we said between the parentheses, we have the customer ID equal 30, which is Melissa here. And we have the customer ID equal 67. What if I say here, and customer ID equal 58, and then I'll close the parentheses here. Let me just give it a second. Yeah, this one. We'll have Melissa, Timmy, and Thomas. So that's me. We could apply n of conditions. Could be a condition, two conditions, three conditions, 4, 5, 6. It's up to you. All of these are filters. So we apply filters to the table, and then we would select the columns. So that's me. We have to start with the from, followed by where, with number n of conditions, and then we have to go with the select. Now, let me, I think there's a question here. And 2, 3, and condition. Okay, yeah. Let me stop share. So now, what we will have here? We do have a question. Noha, yes, Noha.
I'm sorry, I just want to ask about the parentheses, the one that you used in the previous example, last example, what would happen if we remove them? The answer would change?
Let me show you. Let's share the screen. Which example? Which one?
The one
This
with the
one?
and, I cannot see the screen yet.
Sorry.
The one with
This one?
the last one that we were doing. Yeah, the where Tam, yes, the one for Tammy.
See here. Right? Even this
Yes.
example, sorry?
Yes.
We'll have them. It means that because these will execute it together.
Okay.
Because we said, okay, I need the first name equal Tammy and the customer equal 58.
And
So
when we put the parentheses, what happened?
Okay, the parentheses here, we will make them as a one condition. Both the first name equal Tammy and the customer ID equal 58 will be at the end as a one condition. If I say that it is just let me show you 90. Let me show you. We will not have the Tammy. If I exclude this one, because we don't have Tammy with the customer ID 90. So both of these need to be executed as the first. This is the first condition, and this is the second condition, and this is the third condition. So the computer will start with the first one. The first one is based of two parts. The first name should be Tammy, and the ID it was 58, as I remember.
Yeah.
Both of them should be true to get the value of the Tammy. If not, we'll not get the value of Tammy.
But with the
So
parentheses and without, they got the same answer, correct?
Here it was the same answer, but you need to know that currently we have three conditions. First one, second, third. If I exclude this one, the parentheses, it will have four conditions. So we need to know the conditions that we want to apply for this query. Do we need to know that the first name and customer ID, both of them as the same condition, or they are separately? Two different conditions. For example, let me show you that phone equal, not phone, what do I have? What are the columns? Yeah, let me take the phone, this one, that's an example. And phone, where is the phone? Here. Sorry. Copy and then paste here. We don't have Tammy because we don't have Tammy with this phone number. Can't we have four conditions? Let me say that it's or phone number. We have these Scott. We have a new record. It's called Scott. So basically, do you want for example, if we have two Tammys, okay, here, let me show you. It's first customer, let's call ID, and uh, 58. Here, I want to say that I want this Tammy, the Tammy with the ID 58. If I exclude the customer ID here, we will have all the Tammys. I think sorry, yes. We have all of them. So we need to know the logic of your conditions. Do you need all of them or all the four, all the four conditions as it applied one by one, or need all of them combined So if you need, for example, a complex conditions or where clause, you need to know that which one executes first, which one executes second, and which one the third one. Do I need to have 2 or 3 conditions surrounded by a parentheses or not? So do you know the, have you heard? Okay, let me share here, just a second. We should have the screen. Where is it? It should have just without start. It should be shared. It's not shared. No. We have 2 logical conditions, and or. For the and, we have A and B. These are inputs, both of them, and C is the output. Okay. So if we have false, so we don't have any value here. That's mean the output. So this is C. So we have false. To illustrate that, let us say that we have a source of power, and we have 2 switches, and then a bulb. This is A, and this is B. Currently, both of them are off. Both of them are open. Okay? They are not connected. So that means the bulb will not run. Am I right? Will not turn on. Am I right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So what if I have here, we have true and false. So that means A will be connected. Let me I will connect A here. So we have the power, it will pass through the A, but B still open. Do we have the bulb will be turned on or not?
No, it will not.
Still off. What if you have a condition that A is open, but B is connected? So we don't have the power here. So here we have false and true. What about the C? It will turn on or not?
No.
No, still no. So the only way that C will turn on when both of them are connected or closed circuit. So it will turn on. This is the AND. Basically, it's the same way with the where the conditions. So both conditions should be true. Then we'll have the value. If we have 3 conditions, all the 3 conditions should be true. If we have 4 conditions, all the 4 conditions should be true, and etc. What if we have the OR? A, B, and C. To illustrate OR, this is the power. I would say this is A, and this is the bulb, and this is B. If both of them are false, I mean open, so the power will not go through here, and the bulb was still off. What if we have A, it's connected here? That's mean the power will pass through the A and the bulb would turn on, even the B is still off. So we have true, false, it will be true. What if you have A is open and B is closed? Have the same idea. False, true, it will be true. What if you have both of them are closed? True, true, true. That's mean any condition that met the criteria, the where will execute, will apply. Any condition. For that mean where customer ID equal 48 or customer or first name equal Tommy. So either one of them is it true or available in the records, the where will run or will apply. While with the and, it should be both of them true, that we have this value, then that means that the where will apply. This is the where, this is the and this is the or. We have something here on the chats. And what do you mean of no? No. No. Someone said no.
It's for the it's for the and condition, Professor. When you asked the question, I replied.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Archie. Thank you. So that's mean we could have multiple conditions. The where clause is basically built on condition or conditions. It's up to you. Now, let us go deeper. By the way, still have a few minutes. If I want to say that select, okay, I will leave this part from TB1. Instead of selecting the column, I want to do some aggregation. What do I mean aggregation? We have functions called aggregate functions. It's a sum, count, min, max, and average. The sum will do summation, addition, I mean. The count will count the number of records. Min will find the minimum value. Max will find the maximum value. Average will find the average value of a column. All of these are called aggregate functions. So I'll start example here. Select count. I'll say fn, first name. Run. If we return back to our table, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 columns. So the count will return, because here we have 5 columns, 5 records. So the result will be 5 here, because we have 5 records. Let me skip that table here again. I think it's better. ID, and just ID first name. Yeah. ID FN LN age. I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B. I'll leave this. C, D, E, F, 13, 16, 20, 31. C. If I say here, select count Fn from table 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be, the result will be 4. If I replace Fn with Ln, how many records that you think will return? What's the result? Is it 4? Is it 2, 3? I replaced Fn with Ln. So I replaced this column with this column. So how many records? What's the value in the result? What do you think? The value will be 2. Because here we have 1, 2 records, while these 2 are empty. Nothing. We have nothing here. So it counts. Sorry. The available or the values that are in the column. Basically, Ln, it contains only B and F. So the return will be 2. While Fn, it contains A, C, D, E. We have 4. It should be 4. What if I say replaced select count R strict from TB1? What do you think the result will be? Hello?
I think it will count all
I guess,
entities.
yeah.
So it will be 4.
I think it selects all the rows.
So it will, the number of, we have 4, that's mean 4 rows. It will be 4 the result.
Yes.
What about this one? We have empty here. No, 16, no, not 16, Lynn. Lynn, we are counting the number of rows, not the number of cells. We have 4 rows. So the return will be 4, not 16,
Yeah.
and neither be 2, because it counts the available rows in my table. Even if we have a blank, it counts the rows 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we have 4 records, we'll have 4. If we have, for example, a table of 5 records, we'll have 5, because we say that for all columns. We didn't specify the column name. If we say that it's only for Ln, the result will be 2, because we have only 2 records here. If we specify for age, we have 4, because we have 4 records here. Now, if we say that select some age from TB1. So it will add 30 plus 60 plus 20 plus 31. We'll have the results. Is the summation. If we say that select min from age TB1, the result will be 20. If we say select max age from TB1, the result will be 60. So 60. It's the max value. Chat. Yeah, Mohsin. Yeah, Mohsin.
So my question is like the select count X. Here we are referring to rows or columns. I guess we
Rows.
were
Rows.
okay. Okay, because previously we were selecting we were using the select steric for columns, right? In the previous exercise.
The aggregate works on the rows. Here I said all the columns. The R strict here all columns, but I need to count the rows for all of these columns.
Okay.
So the aggregate functions work on the columns, on the rows of these columns.
Okay. Got it.
Got it?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's just take the last example here. I will add a condition with my select. For example, with the max here. Instead of our place, select max age from TB1. I will say where age less than 60. So what do you think the result will be? It will bring the table.
31.
The from. Yes, it will be 31. Because we excluded the 60, this row, we just excluded this row from my query. So the result will be 31. Because we're here in the where clause, we said all the age should be less than 60. If I say that select min age from TB1, I'll say where ID larger than 1 and ID less than 4. That's mean the function will work on the 2 and 3. Because here 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will work on the second and the third. Here it will return, it was man or mix min. It will return the 20, this value. Because we excluded these two, the first and the last. Because we said the ID should be greater than 1 and less than 4. So it will be 2 and 3. Okay, let us take a break and we'll resume at 7:35. 7:35. Okay. So let me stop recording. And